Hi there, friends. I'm Charles West of Divine Spark Coaching, and I am joined right now by my dear friend and coaching colleague, April Kmiechick.
Hi.
Hi, April. We wanted to create this video right now because April and I are halfway through our 3-month HypnoCoaching program. Now, the HypnoCoaching program is a combination of coaching each week and then one RTT hypnotherapy session each month. So April, we have done 6 weeks of coaching and 2 RTT sessions together, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you share with our friends, what was it about the HypnoCoaching program that was so attractive and compelling to you?
Sure. So, as you mentioned, I'm also a coach. I've been into personal transformation for decades now. My personal story, just like a tiny bit. I came from a challenging background, and I was dealing with healing a lot of trauma and overcoming a lot of old belief systems and patterns. And basically, I've sampled all kinds of programs and different styles and all that type of stuff. And to be perfectly honest, by the time I got to you, I've come so far already. But what I realized for myself was I was coming up against this invisible barrier of just some stuff I couldn't really reach with the tools that I had already had. And I'd become aware of RTT over the last couple of years. I'm also a fan of Marissa Peer, and being in this, like, really starting to play around with okay, how much do the subconscious belief systems impact, and how much work can we do there? So I really got to the point where I realized a lot of the tools that I had so far just were not reaching deep enough to where it was okay, can we get into that unconscious stuff that I'm not even aware of at this point? And that's where I was hey, let me reach out to my friend Charles and see what he's all about.
We've known each other for a couple of years now, and I've seen you and I know you, and I'm like, yes, you have been doing the work.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff, the spiritual, building spiritual muscles and emotional resilience, building your business, all of that on the conscious level and even on the spiritual and emotional level is fantastic, and it's beautiful and it's crucial, right?
Of course.
But until we can get to the subconscious level, then we really cannot connect to those old patterns, those old limiting beliefs that have kept us stuck our whole lives. So can you talk briefly a little bit about what the actual process of the coaching and the RTT has felt like for you and what it's brought to you?
So, what it's done is I feel like it has just slowly and efficiently and effectively filled in the little gaps. I have this visual, and I don't know how many people watching this can know this. I imagine someone riding a dirt bike over a dirt road, and there's all those little holes, and the bike is and and it's just, I'm just imagine this kind of trying to make it over a road that has a bunch of holes in it, and this is kind of just filling in the potholes where it's these little spots that I maybe wouldn't even, I definitely didn't even notice was happening. I just couldn't reach them with the conscious awareness, because like you said, they were on that subconscious level, and they were showing up in ways that were so subtle that I never I didn't even know.
So let me ask you a question. Were you even aware that those holes in the road were even there, or were you just so accustomed to them that you kind of had to deal with them?
Because of my background and because of the amount of work that I've done and all that type of stuff, I was definitely aware they were there, because I'm doing enough to where there's definitely something more that I'm missing. So I was aware that they were there, because otherwise I would have been getting much better results. But going through this process has been the key to help me see what they are and release them. I knew they were there, but I couldn't find them before.
Fantastic. So we're halfway through. We have one more RTT session to go and 6 more weeks of coaching to be able to continue to assimilate and process all of the new growth, the filling in of the holes in the road, so that throughout the rest of the process together, you know what it feels like to have smooth sailing. Yeah. Well, April, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. And it's been a privilege to work with you.
Thank you. Mine too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.